I got a joke from back in the day for you. Let me know if you've ever heard it before. Billy's got a gambling problem. His teacher at school noticed that 10-year-old, 11-year-old Billy, he's always gambling on shit. He's gambling on foot races. He's gambling on jump rope. He's gambling on test scores. He's gambling on everything. And she's worried about him. So one day, school's over with. When everyone's walking out, she calls him over and she's like, Billy, I'm worried about you. I think you've got a gambling problem and you're too young to have a gambling problem. And he's like, what you talking about? And she's like, I noticed you're always gambling money, nickels and dimes and quarters, a couple of dollars. You're always gambling with the other students, and I think you're too young to be gambling. And he's like, well, I only gamble because I always win. And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, I always win. I just can't seem to lose. And she's like, Billy, no, one day you're going to lose really big, Billy. You need to stop gambling. And he's like, well, if I ever lose, I'll stop gambling. And she's like, what? And so he's like, I'll bet you something. And she's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I'll bet you $20 that you wear a thong. And she's like, Billy, that's not appropriate. No, Billy. And he's like, well, I think you wear it. I'll bet you if I stop winning, I'll stop betting. So she pauses for a moment and she thinks about it. She stands up. She gently pulls down her pants and shows Billy. She turns around and she shows Billy briefly that she's not wearing a thong. She's wearing regular panties. Pulls it up. She's like, where's the $20? Motherfucker pulls out $20. He reluctantly hands it to her. And she's like, Billy, I only did that to prove a point to you. You have to stop gambling. It's a trick, Billy. You think you're going to win, and then you start to lose, and you try to catch up, and it's just a spiral, Billy. Take my advice. Don't gamble. And he's like, all right, I'm sorry. And he walks out and he leaves. So maybe about a half an hour later, the teacher's driving on her way home. She thinks about it for a moment. She's like, I need to probably tell Billy's dad, because Billy's mom is not in the picture anymore. She's like, I need to go probably tell Billy's dad. So she's driving on her way to home, but she knows where Billy stays. So she drives by Billy's house, outside Billy's dad's, outside cutting the grass. She pulls over to him and she says, excuse me, can I talk to you for a little moment about Billy? He comes over and she says, I just wanted to let you know, I had noticed things at school. It looked like Billy was starting to develop a gambling problem. He was betting on everything in school. He was betting with classmates. But I think I finally got him out of his gambling problem. And so the dad is like, oh, thank you for paying attention. What happened? And she's like, well, he made a bet with me and he lost. And he said that if he ever lost, he would stop gambling. So the dad is like, all right, thank you. I really, really do appreciate that. And you coming to tell me. What was the bet? And she reluctantly tells him, well, he bet me $20 that I was wearing a thong. And so I had to just briefly, I had to show him that I was not wearing a thong. I was wearing regular traditional panties. And that was the end of it. And he lost his bet. He gave me the $20 and he said he would stop gambling. And Dad's like, and you showed him? And the teacher's like, yes, because he said he would stop gambling if he lost the bet. So I had to show him so that he would lose the bet. And the dad's like, God damn it. Sneaky motherfucker. And she's like, what? What's wrong? And he's like, Billy bet me $100 this morning that his favorite teacher would show him her ass.